So, pasta and how to cook it. Usually they tell you a guideline on the back of it, so have a read. But the key with cooking pasta is to put it in a large amount of salty water, and that means that it can cook and roll at the same time and cook evenly. So what you have to do is get a nice big pan, and here's my nice big pan, pop it on here, and you want to fill it with lots of boiling water. So I'm going to put 2 kettles on. Put the heat on and add the water. Now sometimes I pop the top. Makes it all happen a bit quicker. To this water we want to add some salt. Good to be quite generous with the salt. And then when the water comes up to a nice rolling boil, which means really vigorous, proper rolling boil, this is the point when you can pop your pasta in. There we go. And then just check on the packet how long it takes to cook. This one says 10 minutes, so I'm going to taste it after about 8. And if you want to, you can just set the timer for 8 minutes. Hey Siri, timer for 8 minutes. And then you want to taste it, and pasta wants to be soft but still al dente. So al dente means literally to the tooth, which means it's got a little bit of bite to it. Not too much, but you don't want it to be kind of overly cooked and flabby, floppy. No, that kind of feeling to it. Right, so that's come up to a boil. What you have to do now when it's come up to a boil is actually give it a quick stir. Because what happens is it sticks to the bottom. So you want to secure your pan with your left or your right hand, and then you want to stir with the other. Make sure you scrape along the bottom of the pan. Just make sure that all those bits of pasta, whether you've got spaghetti or ricotta or penne in this case, it doesn't matter which one you've got, just make sure they've all separated. And the idea of the rolling boil is that it keeps on moving so they don't stick together, and it gives that lovely even cooking. So my timer's just gone off, and I'm going to test my pasta. So what you want to do is scoop out a little bit, lay it on your board and just cut it in half, and then give it a taste. It's still a bit chalky, so we'll leave that on for another couple of minutes. Take the spoon out, don't want to cook your spoon. So it's had another couple of minutes. What I'm going to do is taste it again before I strain it. Sometimes they can be quite tricky to get out. Again, it's quite hot, so watch out. That is perfect. Still al dente, not mushy, but none of that chalkiness that you can get in the middle. So the only thing left to do before you actually strain it is just take out a scoopful of that water. Don't worry if you've got a couple in there. What this water does, it's lovely, it's cloudy, it's lovely salty and starchy, and you can add that to your sauce to thin it or to make it to the perfect consistency. So now what I'm going to do is go and strain it. Watch out when you strain, because the steam comes up, might hit you in the face or the hands. So sometimes you want to do it in a couple of different angles. It's good always to try and pour it away from you. Give the colander a bit of a shake. So I've drained my pasta, and it is ready for whatever you want to do with it. Either to pour into a big sauce, or to just have like this, maybe with a drizzle of olive oil, a bit of melted butter, some parmesan, delicious. Here it is, al dente, perfectly cooked pasta.